The factory farming system is suffering, built upon suffering, built upon suffering in service to dollars and not in service to what's right.
I think as we increasingly moved animals off pasture and into these dark factory farm sheds, consumers just naturally became less aware of where their food comes from.
This has been really closed off to the public for a long time, and the industry has worked really hard to keep this all behind closed doors. We are past the point where we can continue looking at farmed animals as widgets, as simply inventory. Farmed animals are sentient beings. Compassion USA is a group of tireless, focused, driven, and strategic advocates that are fighting for a better world for farmed animals. Compassion Rural Farming does a huge amount of behind-the-scenes work with food companies. We develop relationships with food companies. We actually sit in the boardroom to get them to the point where they can create policy change that will affect all of the animals in their supply chain.
One corporate policy change can literally affect millions of animals and help flip our food system in America. The other thing that we do is work with the general public to help educate them about factory farming, why it's bad, how we change it, and to get them to demand better from the corporations.
As more and more people become aware of where their food comes from, I think our purpose and really our goal is empowering any member of the public to be a voice for animals and to reach the decision makers who are in charge of our food system.
We were actually founded by a dairy farmer over 50 years ago out of the UK who was becoming concerned about the direction that animal agriculture was headed in and that the welfare of animals was being compromised on our constant quest to be more efficient.
We work across sectors from producers to grocery stores to fast food companies to understand their challenges, their obstacles, going into the technical details of what it takes to actually transition to a higher welfare supply chain.
We try to push the levers of the greatest change in our society for the animals, for the people, for the environment.
We know that factory farming is the #1 cause of animal cruelty on the planet, but we also know that animal welfare is the #1 cause that Americans care about.
If you care about clean water, if you care about clean air, if you care about the animals, if you care about what is on your plate, what you're feeding to your children, they're all affected. One of the unique things that we do is building bridges, not just with corporations, but with farmers who want to change the food system too, and may not have the power to do so.
If we're really going to end factory farming, we have got to attack it from all sides. I think if we were to do this all over again, start fresh with a brand new food system, we would never choose the way that we have it now because it's completely unsustainable.
We're at a point now where we have to completely re-envision what our food and farming system looks like.
My hope is that we'll see a system that's far more kind and compassionate and respectful of farm animals within a system that's way more sustainable and is able to feed the planet.
We need to work on significantly reducing our reliance on animal protein. We need to be actively working to build up those alternative protein supply chains. And that's a big part of the work that Compassion is doing, and that's a big part of our work as we move into the future.
It really comes down to consumer choice and voting with your dollar.
We, as consumers, have so much power. When we're in the boardrooms with these companies, they constantly say to us, we will do whatever our consumers are asking of us. We are relentlessly focused on ending factory farming. But in order for us to do that, we need you and we need your voice.
You can subscribe to our email list. You'll get notifications, whether it's signing a petition or sharing a video on social media, inviting your friends and family to join the cause.
At the end of the day, Compassion is a voice for all those out there who want better for the environment, who want a better world for people, and who want a better world for animals. So who is Compassion? You are.